Yo guys, what is up? It is Current here. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be discussing some WWE 2K19 things we want to see in the game and big improvements they can make. Now, since I pre-record my videos, this is actually being recorded a few hours after the Royal Rumble has happened, so I might be, I don't know why, I'm just saying if I'm a little bit weird or whatever, it's because of that. Now, you guys can check that video out if you want, but anyway, do that after this video. There'll be a card at the end of the video where you'll be able to go watch my reactions video. But anyway guys, let's do it. So I've got a huge list here of stuff that I want to talk about. Now the first thing is, stop trying to get all these improved graphics. Okay, like every year, better graphics, better graphics, better graphics. The graphics are good enough. The graphics since 2000 and SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, they were good enough. You need to stop worrying about the graphics and worry about the game. The good game. The game that needs to be like... Because people are starting to get annoyed with all these... with bad games. And, you know, half of it's because you're working on your graphics all the time. So you need to fix the graphics. Another thing is the rosters. Now, every year, biggest roster ever. You need to stop worrying so much about the roster and you need to really focus more on the game. The same thing with, you know, the improved graphics. Now, the roster, you need to have it up to date. So I want to say, look, Hardy Boys should have been in the base game. They should have. I don't care what anyone says. The only reason they were DLC is so they could get DLC purchases. Now, for someone like Rey Mysterio, who returned yesterday in the Royal Rumble, if he doesn't stay for long, then he can be DLC because he hasn't been here for the better part of 2018, whereas most people have. The Hardy Boys were here for most of 2017. So if you get what I'm saying, you know, Rey Mysterio can be DLC because he didn't show up for that long, or if he doesn't show up at all, like Great Khali, he could have been DLC, but he wasn't. So that's what I'm trying to say. Up to date rosters, and then you do the DLCs for ones that aren't around that much, and then just have a few legends. You don't need a million legends. So yeah. Now we're gonna get into a few modes I've got here. So obviously you want your GM mode back. You want showcase mode. So you know you could do Undertaker. You could do Seth Rollins. Well, you can't anymore because they had that chance to do that for 2K19. But yeah, Undertaker will be on the cover, so you could do Undertaker. You know, there's a lot of showcases you could do. So there's one. Create a move, so you can have a finisher or just a standard move. We want that back. Create a story. Draft mode in universe, so that's if we don't get GM mode, or you can just have it both. A playable my career once, you know, my career has the story mode's ended. Like, you know, the story mode doesn't go forever, but 2K18 story mode was best my career mode we've had in a long time. But once my career mode's finished, it's horrible. So you need to have a playable my career once it's over. We're going to have a playable online, so, you know, we all know this year was really bad. 2K17 we thought was bad, but haven't seen 2K18. So a playable online, we want realistic VC. So what I mean by that is 2K7, you can get tons of VC easily. This year, not so much. So put it about in the middle, and we'd be okay with that, because it's so hard to get VC. And another thing, no microtransactions. No microtransactions, please do not do microtransactions, please. Now here's a big mode. And you might think, hang on, Colin, I thought you weren't really for the all goat like women thing. To be honest, I'm not, because I know it's gonna flop. But if WWE want to go all in on this and actually go full head, I know that they're gonna flop. That WWE are gonna flop, but that doesn't mean 2K can't put in some good women things. So, similar to Defeat the Streak mode in 2K14, I'd like to say that Defeat Asuka's Streak mode should be in 2K19. That'd be awesome to do. Once again, giving the women what they deserve. And no, I'm not all for the women in the WWE, but I'm good for them trying modes in the games. That's fine. But I know it's all going to flop. WWE are going to completely flop with it. And after WrestleMania, you know, the match is going to be 2-minute squash matches again. But that's fine. Let's do some women stuff. So I've got women, my career mode. Obviously, that's probably not going to happen. That's one of the least likely ones. But I mean, it's worth putting in the list. Women Royal Rumble also should be in there completely. Interactive fans. So what I mean by that is, like, you go to your crowd and you can get, you know, crutches, guitars, kendo sticks, baseball bats. They used to give you to the crowd back in the SmackDown vs. Raw days. I'd like to see that return. Bigger crowd play area, so, you know, you've got more places to play in the crowd and even backstage. Maybe if the game wanted to take to the next level, we could go up the stairs into the arena section, so where the food and the toilets, that sort of thing. That'd be pretty cool. Another thing, esport. Now, there was some talks if 2K18's online was good, because it seemed like they were trying harder, that it could become an esport for 2K19. That's very unlikely now, but I'm calling 2020, 2K18 will be, 2K20, WWE will be an esport in 2020. If 2K19's online's better, but we could even see it for 2K19. There's nothing saying that it won't happen. And finally, alright, I know I sort of went through it quickly, and if you wanted me to do more, let me know. Collector's Edition cost. So 2K18's Collector's Edition was the Seen Enough Edition, which here in Australia was 200 Australian dollars. So, let's have a think about that. The Deluxe Edition was 145 Australian dollars. Last year, I bought the NXT Edition. No, it wasn't last year. 2K17. I got the 2K17 NXT Edition for $150. That's the Collector's Edition. That edition had the Finn Balor statue. You can't see it. The Nakamura signature. The NXT London ring mat. It had so much in it. It was so awesome. Then when you look at the Seen Enough Edition, alright, yeah, you get your signed thing by John Cena, which is pretty cool. That piece is really nice. The signed thing by John Cena with the ring mat from the 2017 Royal Rumble. That is really nice, but is it worth more of an NXT edition? For me, I'd say no. For some people, would say yes, but is it worth $50 more? No, it's not. For the same price, so I bought the Deluxe Edition of 2K18 on Xbox. For $5 more last year, I got all the NXT Edition. This year, I just got a Season Pass and some playable characters. That's horrible. And yeah, early access, but that's not what sold the game for me, honestly. And that is my list for 2K19, what we want to see, and improvements. So if you guys have some improvements, let me know down in the comments below. If you want to see a part 2 list, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Don't subscribe if you haven't already, of course. I'll see you guys all later. Are you looking for a fun, fair, no spam WWE 2K18 online league? Then you need to look no further. This is an Xbox league. It's called YouTube Wrestling Federation, and it is owned by me. So if you guys are looking for a league to play online, or you haven't heard about them before, search up YouTube Wrestling Federation on Xbox in the club section. Request an invitation. Everyone will be accepted. I'll see you guys there. Drag out!